Hello, family. What's up? What's up? I'm just coming in to tell you the truth. Many people don't want to know the truth about themselves, but I can't help it. I just have to be honest with you that you talk too much. If you are joining me live right now on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on YouTube, any of that, hey, family, in case you don't know who I am, my name is Melissa D. White. I help high level executive speakers, coaches, and leaders like you, yes, you that's watching this, to out earn your income using your voice and your influence to make an impact. And here's the truth: you talk too much. Many of you are sabotaging your success, your influence, and the stages you could be on because you're out talking your opportunities. I said that right. You are out talking your opportunities. So here's the thing: you may or may not know who I am, and if you're new to my community, I welcome you to stay tuned for about the next. Give me 10 or 15 minutes. I'm not going to be here on here long. I just want to teach something that I've spent the last 3 years mastering. Can I tell you what it is? I mean, it's a skill that has not only changed my life, but changed the opportunities that come my way. It's helped me get in front of millions of people, but also be in my purpose. You want to know what that is? Being disciplined with your words and mastering the art of a 3-minute speech. Now, you may be saying, Melissa, I'm not a speaker, but that's not true. If you communicate in any way for opportunities at work, if you communicate in front of your clients, if you are using social media in any way to get attention and keep attention, which, after all, shout out to my coach, Marcus Rozier, who says that attention is the new currency. If I've got your attention, that means that you have the power to speak even when you don't have a live stage. So if you're watching this right now, shout out to IG. I see y'all are coming in the room hot, like y'all are in here. And I know you're wondering, well, Melissa, how did you master this skill? And why do I need it? And why do I want to learn it from you? Well, I'm glad you asked me those three questions. Number one, I've taken the time not only to travel the world, invest in some of the top speaking coaches in the world in my career as a speaker, but it has taken 3 months at a time. Each speech takes me about 3 months to master, and I condense that down to how to master the 3-minute speech. You have a very limited amount of time. If anybody watches TED Talks, anybody watch TED Talks like me? I love, love, love a good TED Talk. TED Talks have to be at least 18 minutes, no more than 18 minutes. Hey, Pastor Nikki, thank you for joining. Hello to all my IG fam. I mean, y'all came in the building ready. Get your questions ready. As you're listening to me teach this skill, I'm literally here to teach. I'm here to teach. I'm here to change your thinking that you do not need to be up in front of people for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, hours even to get your point across. Let me prove it to you. When you watch the speakers that you hear, think about the last conference you went to, the last event you sat in. Shoot, the last time you sat in church, it doesn't matter. Anytime someone held your attention, do you remember anything they said beyond 3 minutes? Probably not. You probably remember the very first thing they said or the very last thing they said. And so, one of the things I was taught by some of the most world renowned speaking coaches in the Bahamas and the Caribbean and preparing for India, speaking to over 500,000 people, and even most recently being on the GOAT Empowerment Competition. I'm talking about the American Idol of speakers, is that your most powerful speech is not the motivational speech that you give that prolongs and uses a bunch of words. It's mastering the art and being disciplined with your words to bring transformation in 3 minutes or less. People don't sit and listen to you for you to hype them up. They listen to you to learn and be transformed. I'm going to say that again. People don't just listen to you to get hyped up. They listen to you. Come on, speaker. Come on, communicator. They're listening to you because they have a problem that they need you to solve, or they have a mindset that they need you to transform. The faster you can do that, the more effective you are at being memorable, okay? And for gaining their attention again. Now, I know you said, Melissa, that sounds great. How do I do the 3-minute speech? Well, the first thing is break it down minute by minute. Number one, this is going to go fast. I told you I'm mastering the art of a 3-minute speech. If you are watching this live, you can actually watch the replay. If you're with me, if y'all with me, IG fam, y'all with me, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, everybody. All right, got it. If you got it, say got it. The 3-minute speech starts with me preparing 30-minute videos. Y'all got it? I literally, just like I'm talking to you, I record a 30-minute video of what I want to say because I love to write and I love to talk. I then take the most impactful minute of each 10-minute segment. Okay. Each thought, I never put more than 3 thoughts in a speech. If you go back and watch any of my speeches that are on YouTube, that are on LinkedIn, that are on IG, watch any speech I've done anywhere in the world. I've been blessed to do this. And they invite me back. Why? Because I've mastered the art of the 3-minute speech. The 3-minute speech is something you can give in the boardroom as a CEO to transform a thought or an idea of your team. Remember, I'm not talking about motivational speaking. This ain't that locker room type of talk. I'm talking about changing an idea like I'm doing right now. I got your attention, right? I changed the idea that a speech has to be 30 minutes, that it has to be an hour. Literally, from the speech I did in front of 700,000 people in India, less than 3 minutes. Every speech I did on the GOAT Empowerment Competition, which is now trending as the #1 TV show on Tubi right now, was less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. Now, mind you, here's the difference. Again, the formula is take a thought that may be expanded to a 30-minute video. Take the most highlighted point, okay, and condense that to a 1-minute sentence. Minute 1 is your intro, the story. Start with a story. Number 2 is the minute of transformation. Where were you at your lowest? And minute 3 is where you have the victory. It's your victory lap. It's where you tell them the victory or the high note. Story, low point, high point, close. That's it. If you're ever in a situation where you're put on the spot, whether it's to give an acceptance speech at a banquet, if you are giving a talk, or even standing in front of your team to teach a point, you have 3 minutes or less for them to remember, to be inspired, and to be transformed. Did I change your mind about the fact that it only takes 3 minutes to bring transformation? After all, I just did it in 4 minutes. I got to work on my timing. If this was helpful to you, then I want to invite you to click on the link. If you're on IG, click at the top link in my bio. If you're watching me on all of the platforms, check out the show notes or just go to bit.ly and you can go to bit.ly/activate your voice course. Activate your voice course. I literally have 3 modules for free. Crazy, stupid, right? The first 3 you get for free. Check it out. I dare you. I dare you to take this course that I've worked so hard with. Right now, I'm still teaching it live every week to my students who are investing in themselves to be better communicators, better speakers, have better discipline with your words. I say all the time, be a student of your words. Don't ever listen to someone else more than you listen to yourself. Sit with your words, master the art of the 3-minute speech. So I'm going to open it up for Q&A. Right now, I'm definitely seeing shout out to my IG fam. Shout out to Desi. Shout out Berlin. Shout out to It's Show Enough. Look, IG is killing y'all. They came in the room hot. They're ready. And Ryan, hey, my brother, nice to see you. Pastor Nikki, if this information was helpful to you, do me a favor. Don't be stingy. Share it. I'm also going to share some quick information where you can work with me. If you know it's time for you to be seen and heard, you know you're missing opportunities because you're not putting yourself out there enough. If you're lacking the confidence to get on camera and attract the audience that's drawn to you, or if you're like, I'm not getting up and speaking up for what I'm worth and what I know I can do, then I'm the coach for you. If you want to test drive this all out and make sure it's the real deal, then I invite you to come on over to my Activation Nation community. We have a free community that is high level. Those of you who've been with me the last few weeks, I go live and teach high level. Somebody type high level activation every morning, Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. on LinkedIn. Game changer. How many of you have been on my LinkedIn lives, my LinkedIn audio lives? It's like Clubhouse, but for LinkedIn, and it's crazy bananas. We're in there journaling, we're in there writing, we're in there speaking, doing hot seat coaching. And if you serious about activating your voice, then I'm your girl. So listen, Instagram fam, I'm gonna hang out with you for a minute. The rest of you, check out a little bit more about how to work with me and see how I've mastered the 3-minute speech. Activate the day with me on LinkedIn
So I do.
Audio every morning,
If you
Monday
have
through
any questions
Friday,
for me,
8:30
Q&A
a.m.
time while I'm
for
playing
live journaling,
a
hot
little
seat
commercial
coaching,
break
and motivation
over
to get
here
you
on
through
the
your
other
day.
platforms. So I'm here for you.
Are
Any
you ready to
questions
speak with impact,
about my
income, and
speaking?
influence?
High
Stop putting
level.
off
That's
your
right. High
opportunities.
level.
Activate
Because
your voice and be seen and
the
heard
best
by joining
communicators
our
only
speaking
win. You
course
ever notice
for
that?
being a better
The best
communicator
communicators
at
are the
work
ones
and
who
in the
show up
world.
and get the best
This self
opportunities.
paced course
So
gives
what
you access
opportunities are you
instantly to
missing
my
because
portal
you
of
haven't
videos,
mastered the art
coaching,
of
and
communicating
training to
simply
find your
what you
voice.
want to say, the
Are
transformation,
you
the
ready to
training,
be
what you
seen
want.
and heard?
So make
Tired
sure
of
you
being
slide in the
overlooked for
DMs and ask me
opportunities?
any questions.
I want
Okay.
to help you get more impact,
So
more
listen,
influence,
I
and
told
more
you it's a little
income.
commercial break.
Join
So
the
let's
inner
see what's
circle.
going on over here.
Apply for one
Yes,
on one
I
coaching
build my
today.
stage because from my stage I can promote my people. All right. Are y'all back with me? Hello. Thank you again for joining. I'm Melissa D. White, your activation coach. I help high level executives, leaders, entrepreneurs like you out earn your income by finding value in your voice and building your virtual and online stage, an in person stage, and operating your purpose and your gifts. So if you need direction, yes, thank you so much. DM me the word activate. I will send you the links to what you just heard in the commercial. Right now, we're actively doing our course, the Activate Your Voice course. I'm teaching you every week these tips. What I just taught you in the last few minutes, I teach that and more and go high level on the business of speaking, how podcasting is speaking. I teach about the power of live streaming and how to set up your own live streams. So, this is so important to get into the room. For those of you who are watching online, you can see more information. Go to bit.ly/ activate your voice course. If you are on IG, it is the top link in my bio. Now, if you didn't catch that, I'm gonna simplify it. Just DM me, just slide into the DM, send me the word activate, and I'll make sure you have the information to join me live inside this course. So, your girl got about 5 more minutes. I'm going to open it up to Q&A. How many of you are speaking right now or you want to start speaking more and you're like, Melissa, how do I articulate my thought? How do I speak up for the opportunities I want? How do I get that raise? I mean, truth is, the first $10,000 I ever made speaking was not from a stage. It was in a boardroom negotiating my salary. So communication is a skill that can absolutely help you earn more impact, more influence, more income. It is a God-given gift. God has given you the ability to use your voice and create wealth from your words. I'm going to say that again. God has given you the ability to use your voice and create wealth with your words if you learn how to be a student of your words, be disciplined in how you speak, and be intentional about the transformation in the life you want. So, if this sounds like something you need and that you're ready for, again, you're wondering, who is this lady? Why is she so hyped? And why would I teach you this? Because I've spent the last 20 plus years, that's right, 20 plus years speaking and training with some of the best public speakers in the world. I'm talking about the world champion speaker around the world. I'm talking about White House speech advisors and executives. I'm talking about CEOs who master giving speeches to their companies. It's not a small thing. The best communicators get the best opportunities because they are not afraid to be seen and heard. So again, I'm going to leave it open for Q&A. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, family. Listen, if you know that there's somebody else in your community like, yo, I'm playing myself too small, I'm not speaking up for opportunities. Anything that I've had is because I spoke up for it. So you probably saw the topic was you talk too much. So while I'm waiting for Q&A, I told you I got 5 minutes. I set this time aside for you all. If you have questions, IG, just drop it in the comments. Drop it in the comments, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube family. I'll just tell you this. Oh, yes. Thank you so much, sis. I love the shout outs. I love the love. And those of you who can vouch for it, it's legit. Um, Here's one thing when I say you talk too much, I learned this in sales. The best skill I acquired in speaking was when I worked an apartment leasing. My career started in the apartment industry. I was the girl in the leasing office and training leasing people and all of that, behind the desk. And sales is actually a phenomenal skill to be a better speaker. How many of you work in sales in some capacity? Sales is a phenomenal skill, but one of the number one rules they teach you in sales is not to talk too much because you can out talk the sale. So the same thing as sales works with transformation, because now I'm not selling you a home or leasing you an apartment. I'm not selling you a product or service you don't need, but I am selling you the idea of the transformation you didn't know you needed. Does that make wait a minute? Do you understand? As a speaker, you now have the power with your words to create new ideas and not just motivate people for a moment, but transform them for a lifetime. So if you want more skills like this, last call, slide into my DMs, click that link. The top link in my bio is for the course. You can DM me if you want the first 3 modules for free, just to get a taste, a sample of what we do inside the course. Hey, and I'm even inviting you. If you say, Melissa, I already know who you are, I know what you can do. I'm serious about living an activated life, knowing my purpose, knowing and having clarity about who I am in my message, being versatile in your message. And you're like, I'm locked in. I want to work with you for the next year. I'm looking to work with 10. Yes, 10 more leaders, entrepreneurs, speakers like you for 1 year. If you have been following me for a while, you're probably like, yo, I don't know what Melissa has been on, but this year has been bananas. And I have tracked that success. I've documented it as a coach to give you the blueprint for activated life. I'm talking about walking in purpose. I'm talking about clarity for who you are, so that when you speak, you're sharing your lived experiences and stories for transformation for other people. I'm talking about going from speaking for free to global stages and being in demand for your voice and for your gift. And I don't care what that is. Somebody in the world needs it. There's an audience on the other side of your voice. Do you believe that? Yes or yes? Just type yes in the chat. If you believe there's an audience for who you are, there's an audience for what you do, then type that in the chat. Just type yes. So I see no fear in speaking, but today I know there's a deliberate fight to keep me quiet. Yes, absolutely. There's a fight to keep you quiet. The enemy doesn't want you to know who you are. Definitely an enemy out there that doesn't want you to speak, to open your mouth, to talk. So that means that you need some tools, you need some community that's going to encourage you, that's going to inspire you, and most importantly, to transform your own thinking, your own limitations, to stop being quiet. I've never seen success on the other side of somebody who stays quiet in the face of opportunity. Guys, that's my time. I gotta run. IG fam, slide in my DMs. Just type the word activate. I'll see you the links so we can see you inside the group. You can apply now to work with me personally. Our team is waiting. Our enrollment team is waiting to talk to you, to explain more about the program. 10. I'm only taking 10 people this year. Several slots are taken. We do retreats around the world. I bring you with me for live international stages. Last year, we spoke in the Bahamas together. We're planning for our trip at the end of this year. We cultivate each other. We cheer each other on. And if you know you talking too much to the wrong people and you need the right community, you just need to come over to my Activation Nation community. So family, thank you for hanging out with me for a little while this afternoon. IG, I'll see you in the DMs. And the rest of you hang tight as I share with you how you can see me in action doing the 3-minute speech on the GOAT. The GOAT, the number one empowerment competition. Think American Idol meets TED Talk. It's literally a head-to-head competition now streaming live on Tubi, and your girl is there mastering on the spot 3-minute transformational speeches. Guys, thank you for tuning in. I'm your girl, Melissa D. White, your activation coach to make sure you're seen and heard at work and in the world. I'll see you inside my community. Thing that's needed for my message to really carry and resonate with everybody inside and outside of the boardroom. Understand that your voice is uniquely calibrated to everyone that God has assigned to you. You can't give up on them. You have work to do. My topic: R. Kelly, target, attract. The better question is, can the hunter be hunted? I mean, really.
Find out who will be crowned the GOAT.